It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. In 1984, Michael Dell faced a huge challenge as a student in a Texas dorm because he started PC Limited because he saw a problem. And the huge problem was everyday people needed a custom PC, but it was too expensive. See, the challenge was, just like most of us when we get into business, by the way, the big boys were dominating the PC market. And there wasn't space for folks who wanted to be little players. Now, he had his struggles when he got started because anytime you're going against competition, anytime you're getting started, it's just very, very hard, especially in that industry. So he started off with $300,000 from his family and said, let's go do this stuff. I'm going to take the parts from IBM and the extras they have, and I'm going to take those components and I'm going to resell it so that the everyday person will have an opportunity to get involved. Not a bad idea, by the way. But then his breakthrough came because he was struggling. He struggled to the point where he had to go get some additional funding. He had to go get some additional money. But he stayed true to the idea that, one, the market was looking for it. Two, he was going to change his sales system so the margins would be a little bit better. And three, he knew exactly the problem he was solving. So his breakthrough came when he decided to cut out the middleman directly. He said, you know what? We're going to sell directly to consumers every single day. The everyday person can go out there and they can buy a PC, by the way. And you know what? Not only did it save him money, not only did it give a better experience for the individuals who were participating, but more importantly, it allowed his business to grow. You see, in sales, it's essential to finding a unique selling angle, a unique selling proposition that can set you apart from the competition. As a result of doing that, he can improve customer relationships, solve a problem, and be highly profitable. What's my big takeaway to you from the company Dell that's, still doing mighty well today? Is number one, you must have a smart sales system. Number two, you must have a sales funnel. And number three, you must have a sales strategy that brings it all together that allows you to get the customer experience you're looking for. And at the same time, and I want you to hear this part, this is the most important part, solve a problem. Serve. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. And every morning we get started, we like to get started the exact same way, and that is with our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Shay, what's the bumper sticker version? Selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. I want you to repeat this after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? What's the big why, Shay? Because without sales, there's just always more money going out than there is coming in. Try to run your business without sales. Try to get the resources you need without revenue. Try to make the impact you need without the cash flow. Well, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it makes it very, very hard and very, very difficult. Now, as the CEOs move to our next segment, we're going to make a pledge to our sales department. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. And this is something that we make to the sales department. Say, look, this is what we're going to do as a CEO. We're going to make sure you have the people you need in the sales department. We're going to make sure you have the processes you need in the sales department. And more importantly, we're going to make sure that you have the resources that you need in the sales department so that you can be successful. So repeat after me these words. I have to learn something new. This is you as a CEO. This is your pledge to your sales department, not me. In order to earn new revenue, some of y'all can say this without reading this, right? From current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Oh, doesn't that sound pretty cool? Now, we have three objectives. And we get together in the CEO Sales Huddle. This is a place we get together so we can get to $100,000 a month. This is a place we focus on our sales systems, our sales funnels, and our sales structure. So in doing so, our first objective is we're going to have sales progress. Our second objective is we're going to address any roadblocks. And our third objective is we're going to always make sure we understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Without that, I'm not sure how you get going, by the way. Number 2, you must understand your customer sales cycle. We just went through that just a moment ago with the Dell story, by the way, or the case study we just did. And then number 3, you must understand, and this is very important, the sales message. Your words will make you rich. And then number 4, you must understand your CEO sales dashboard. You got to understand the numbers. We're going to go through that in a moment. We even give you a system and a way to do it. And when you do that and have a sales team, where it makes it so much easier for the revenue to go up, by the way. What's our number 1 outcome? Before we do that, let me say this. For those folks that are tuning in, we appreciate you showing up. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. And put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching and you're a CEO, this is a great way to check in because you can see me, but I can't see you. And I love to respond. I love all the DMs I get. I respond to everyone. If you're watching the replay and you can do this online, do me a favor. Put hashtag replay. You're here. You're in the conversation. We're all having our sales huddle together. This might be the only place you come together to really focus on sales every single day. The only conversation start the day. And I will start the day every day with the prayer that you have, with the gratitude you have. And then third in line would be freaking sales. You can best believe that. And then those folks that are watching on demand, we appreciate you, by the way, if you're on Roku or Apple TV or Amazon Fire or YouTube Live or one of our on-demand platforms, or if you download the podcast and right now I'm listening, you're listening to me in your ears, thanks so much. Maybe you watch me on your big screen. Certainly, we appreciate you. Drop me a note over at I am Che Brown. Just at I am Che Brown. Let me know that you're in the conversation. We appreciate you so much, by the way. What is our number 1 outcome? Why does the CEO Sales Huddle get together? CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So we get it, you understand how to sell. We get it, you know what you're doing. But our big why above everything else is it's about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. And you may have heard this before, but it's so true. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency. Oh my gosh, it's the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? Myself included. It's consistency. So here's how we combat that. Here's how we make it easy for you. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. So there are 1,440 minutes in every day. So you show up for 15 minutes a day to focus on your sales department with one outcome. And our outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. I mean, that's why we get together. That's why we exist. That's our number 1 mission. $100,000 per month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. If that's something you're interested in, if that's something that speaks to you, if that's something that resonates with you, then I'm going to suggest you be part of the CEO Sales Huddle and join this conversation that we're having every single day. It goes a long way. Now, the next segment we have is one of my favorite. Of course, they're all my favorite, or we probably wouldn't do them, by the way. And that is really the CEO Sales Dashboard. Because a number of folks said, Shay, I like that claim. I like the idea of $100,000 a month plus. I like the idea of having a 7-figure sales system, a 7-figure sales funnel, a 7-figure sales team. 7 figures resonates with me, but there's a problem. How do I get there? What do I need to measure? What do I need to do? What should my focus really be? And I was asking, what are you tracking? Because we have a philosophy here, and our philosophy is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So what are you managing for the sales department? I didn't say for the company. I didn't say all the other analytics. Just for the sales department, what are you measuring? And you know what the answer was? Typically, crickets. Other than I look at the revenue that came in. It's a good answer, but we have a better one. So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard because they've been helping our clients for many, many years. We're releasing it as part of the CEO Sales Huddle. There is no cost for it. So go over to ceosalesdashboard.com. And here's what it's about. 1, it's about generating leads. 2, you're going to track appointments. 3, you're going to track offers. 4 deals, and 5 repeat business. So those are 5 key areas that you just have to track, because what gets measured gets managed. Now, you can download the CEO Dashboard. It looks just like this. If you haven't, go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. And then once you get there, you can download it. www.ceosalesdashboard.com. It's going to be an Excel sheet. It's no cost. There's no credit card. There's no check. It's just you doing what you do best, by the way. Now, once you get there, I want you to go all the way across to today's date. And I want you to take this very seriously. Like maybe you fill it out every morning during this 15-minute spot which is the best use of your time. Maybe you have your assistant do it ahead of time. That's cool. Maybe you've hired someone to do it. It doesn't matter. It gets done. You pull it open right now. And I want you to look at how many leads came in yesterday. How many appointments were set yesterday? How many offers were made? Now I'm not going to go into all of them today. I want to talk about the deals. Like how many deals were closed yesterday or in pending status? But let's take a deep dive in one area. I always like to do deep dive in one area. So let's deep dive today in repeat business. And repeat business means you have an existing customer and they decide to buy another product. Now, you might say, Shay, why is this so important? Well, the reason it's important is that 80% of every dollar you spend in your business goes to acquire new business. 80% of every dollar. I mean, seriously, maybe you haven't done the math and that's okay. Maybe you don't have the CEO sales dashboard to guide you. You have to take my numbers for it. And even if I'm wrong, maybe it's 90%. Okay, fine. If you don't have any customers, it's 100%. So every 100% of your investment goes towards new clients. So when you have a client that's working with you and they buy something else, that's a much higher value. So let's look at the three buckets that we have. We have a client could be a part of it. Let's say if I buy an Apple product and you're going to track how many purchased a brand new product. So they had product X. Maybe I had an Apple Watch and I decided to go buy an iPhone or an iPad. Brand new product. Got it, Shay. So track how many of those came in. And then number two, existing product. So maybe I have the iPhone and I decided I'm going to go get the iPhone case. Maybe I have the MacBook Pro. Recently, I got a cover on my MacBook Pro. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Now, these are true indicators. This tells you where you're going to allocate your people, your resources, and what sales processes are you going to improve on. And then you look at membership. The membership means it's a membership-driven organization. What that means is maybe you have a program and people are paying a monthly subscription and you're looking down and saying, okay, Shay, let me just put down how many folks came in that were new members. Got it. Check that box. How many came in that stayed as part of the membership? And then how many they left? They churned. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You show me someone that's measuring what they're doing on a daily basis and being consistent with it. And sooner or later, it's going to get a little bit better. It will get a little bit better. I promise you that. So with that being said, now that you have that, we're going to move on to another segment because one of the things I believe is you don't beat yourself up. It's just not worth beating yourself up, especially to get you to do a better job. Beat yourself up every day about not doing something. It doesn't mean you're going to do it. But here's what we do. We do celebrate our wins. And so we're going to step back and ask ourselves three questions. And these three questions are powerful questions. Question number one, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So number one question we're going to ask ourselves is, what are you most proud of yesterday in the sales department? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And if you had to look at yesterday and just brag about one thing you did yesterday, you just want to brag about, Shay, I want to come on and brag. What do you really, really, really want to brag about? Take that moment and acknowledge that. And then we go to the other side because everything's not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns, by the way. We know there's some challenges. So we're going to look at some hurdles that we had. We're going to ask ourselves three questions. Why? Once again, because powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. Number one, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Number two, what's preventing you today from moving forward? And number three, what's the one thing you can do? You can do this one thing and it would just move the needle. See, there's sometimes you show up and it's no big deal. You do something and it's just to do something. And other times you do something and it shifts the trajectory of what's going on. It moves that needle from where it is to where it needs to be. And I want you to look at that. What's the one thing you can do today that could just move the needle? My message of you today is take action. My message of today is really take action. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. You've got some big goals. I got it. You're the CEO, understand. But in the sales department, download the CEO sales dashboard today. What gets measured gets managed. Take some action in any one area. Be consistent. And my promise to you is you will see your sales results go up. With that being said, you're a CEO. You're amazing. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of your CEO sales meeting this morning as part of the CEO sales huddle inside of your CEO sales meeting. That's amazing. With that being said, make it a great day, everyone. And we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless and keep doing God's work. Peace, everybody. We out of here.